Who is it?
Hey,
Vinny!
dude, are you there?
Hey, what's up,
I'm
my
here,
brother?
man.
How are you,
Dude, I
man?
don't have a scary story, man.
I'm gonna have pretty much a heart attack. I'm like having a heart attack, but I can't scream or anything. Basically, laying on the floor, panicking.
Oh!
No, you weren't. You weren't.
Oh!
You built the place. I haven't seen the Hopi in thousands of years. Don't make fun of my people. Period.
Sorry,
I'll come
Brandon.
after your ass and cut you up into little bitty bits.
Facebook page down because people said Richie from Boston's gay. He's gay. I'm gay. I'm a gay man.
And I mean, yeah, I mean, you can prosecute me for that if you like.
No, it's not why I'm doing that. I'm just saying there's a lot of...
But that is what you did.
Bigelow started buying websites, including one in British Columbia, Canada. So all of a sudden, this kind of triggered Brian Vike.
Welcome back to Third Phase of the Moon. Blake Cousins here. We've got a special report for you. We've got a few UFO videos that we want to share with you.
Welcome back, everybody. Blake Cousins, along with Orlando Smith and Brent Cousins, we're going to be going over incredible imagery.
Third phase of moon. Third phase of moon.
Ten, 9, ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff.
You were either in or you were either out, brother.
But the cream rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
All right. Welcome to Goof on Saturday in the UK special. Every Saturday, now it's the norm. October 16, 2021. Today, Saturday, brings a really good information Saturday to you. What? Brings a lot of information to you on your Saturday. There you go. Ben Yorkshire with two pounder super chats. Thank you very much for those super chats. Did not want to forget, even though I put it in the chat room, but you were doing it as the intro was going, so I couldn't say anything. So thank you very much. Mucho gusto generoso. Yeah, right there, bright and early. If you want to help support the show, you know this is how we do it. It's all because of your help. Why we even go on Saturday. Hey, yeah, you know, PayPal, Super Chat, Super Sticker, Cash App, and you know the other place. All the links are in the description of every show. And you can find it at the About tab on the YouTube channel itself. Grazie, mucho gusto, generoso. So, here we are, in the middle of the weekend. Peak happiness right now. You see? This was supposed to be the thumbnail for tonight's show, but it said it's bigger than 2 megabytes. It's not. It's 1.95, but it wouldn't allow me to use it. So I'm using it here. Who's making the real UFO decisions? You know what I mean. But who's doing it? Seriously. Who's making those decisions? Is it Elizondo? Christopher Mellon? Hal Puthoff? COVID. Or Robert Bigelow? Bobby! Is it you, Bob? Yeah. Nah. Hey, whatever happened to that Skinwalker Ranch? Still doing the TV show, bringing us wavy lights and shadows on a mountain and balloons and nothing of substance that I could look at, duplicate, replicate, initiate, hold in our hands, analyze, study, and figure out what it is. Every episode's the same. Stallone is there. Yeah, this is great. You had me COVID. I don't know why. I think because I chugged the coffee, I'm getting a little phlegmity. Roll call, everybody. Shane Reed. What do you say? How do you be? Welcome to the show. Lord Ludicrous Plaid. Welcome to the show. Shut off. Felicia the Beautiful Flores. Welcome to the show. Corlin. Welcome to the show. F Graph 72. Welcome to the show. Chris. Welcome to the show. B Baker, because two B's are better than one. Welcome to the show. Area 503. Tonight's the dance party. Couple hours after Goof On ends, you're going to rush over to Area 503, see? And then you're going to look and see what time it's on. You can do it now if you want to and come right back. Don't do it. Now you will, because you said not to. Anyway, he's got that going on tonight at 5 o'clock. So when we end at 3, no, he's 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, right? So there's a 3-hour gap after we're done. Anyway, it's going to be an extravaganza. I can't wait. Everybody's going to be there. If they're not there, somebody's going to have to talk to, I'll figure it out, Elizondo. Anyway, right after this show, a couple hours after. Welcome to the show, Area 503. Susie is it Como? Maybe? Kimo? Welcome to the show. Dry toast. I don't like dry toast, but I like crunchy toast. Welcome to the show. Andy Cowley. Welcome to the show. Stevie X. Welcome to the show. Los Gods. Welcome to the show. Kelly Lewis. Welcome to the show. Cornelius Doherty. What's up, man? Scotland in the house. Good to see you. It feels like it's been a year. Welcome back. Welcome to the show. Hey, Gigi Abby Lynn. Welcome to the show. Because 2 G's are better than 1. Gigi. Jackie, not Nassus. Welcome to the show. Dorothy Hawkins. Hello there. Welcome to the show. Joshua Morphew. Welcome to the show. Unidentified S4. Welcome to the show. Andy Gambino. Welcome to the show. I got 10 seconds left. Mind blown over UAPs. Welcome to the show. Susie. Lee Guy. Welcome to the show. Let's see who snuck through the front door. Stargate Traveler. Shadi Panorin. Zach Diecast Monsu. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Pyramid 7. Welcome to the show. Jill Tate. Welcome to the show. Sean. Welcome to the show. Yep. Now we're ready. All right. I went 2 minutes. I shouldn't have, but I did. Didn't even use a timer. Just looked at the clock in the corner. But it's the special Saturday in the UK Goof On show, which really isn't special anymore because we're now regular. See, after 3 in a row, it goes from a special to, oh, you're going to be on. Okay. Yeah. Isn't that nice? Hey, Sean. What's up? Complaisir, Metalhead. Welcome to the show. Artect. Erectate. It's supposed to be architect, but it's artect. It's really good. It makes you think. You know what I mean? Happy Saturday to you, Jill Tate. Right? Feels like it was just Friday night. Yeah, you know, I don't mind it. A lot of you people were sleeping when we were on 2 a.m. Matney, Whitga. What's up in the UK, man? How are you? It's a cool name, Matney. That's a cool name. Matney! Yeah, that's not a bad name. Hey, Darkest Guna. What are you doing? You sound like me almost. I don't sound anything like you, Schwartzy. I told you not to call me that. I'll put a cigarette out in your eye. A cigarette? A cigar? Smoking cigarettes now? No. Hey, it's 69er here. What a great number. I don't know how long today's show is going to go. All right. We got a lot to talk about, like always, but it doesn't mean we'll talk about it all. There's just some interesting stuff going on today. I noticed some things in Twitter that I thought we'd talk about because, that's where the news is in this UFO field. So it's a shame. Where else can there be news? Oh, yeah, I know. There you got Reddit, YouTube, Facebook, ba-ba-da-ba-da. Got it. But Twitter's where the cores, the UFO horrors are. Hey, Mike Johnson, what do you say? Hey, Abandon, what are you doing here? Mike Johnson, welcome to the show. Abandon, welcome to the show. So, I want to know who's making these UFO decisions. You always hear about this secret space program, dark projects, private corps, right? It's always that way. Never changes. And then we got the Illuminati, and then the people who really run the world, who are the tall whites. That sounded so racist. Tall whites? I don't see how that's possible. Anyway, that's what they're called. They're running the show. And they tell the Illum what to do. Because if they don't do it, they won't get the powers from the aliens. So they seem like they're the gods. It's a false... Everything you see. Remember, what does it say in the Bible? Beware of false prophets. Huh? Is that the Bible, or is that just like, No? Who was that lady who always gave the Anne, what was her name? The one who always had she gave good advice in the paper every day. What's her name? Is it Anne something? Oh my God, I can't believe I want to see it before you get it. Will I come up with it? Who is it? Who is that? Oh, Anne. I know it's going to be Coral Ann or Lisa if she's here or Dorothy. Who was that? Anne. Oh, not Anne. Was it Ann Landers? Why don't I believe it? Not Ann Summers, that's for sure. B. Baker with the funny. That is funny. Tall white lives matter. Yeah, that one deserves... Because it's funny. Funny's funny. Funny's like money. It's always good. When it's bad. Yeah, it is Ann Landers, yeah. I always thought it was something else, but that's it. That makes sense. Dear Abby. That's what I was really thinking of. Ann Landers as Dear Abby. Anyway, B. Baker, very funny. Funny money. It's like pizza. It's always good. Even when it's bad. It's pizza. Bad pizza sucks, but you'll eat it because it's a form of... I can't. Cheese, tomato sauce, dough. Let's just go through this. I'll save that for later. Oh, all right. So this was sent to me by, I believe it was Dorothy Hawkins. This story, which is like 4 days old now. Miniature UFO and alien crashes near Mexico City, but soon covered up. Unknown boundaries.com. That's where this comes from. So I'm going to read it because it's very interesting. And I don't ever remember hearing about this story. You see, now something's going on. Yeah, something's going on. Here we go. Computer, I don't understand. It's like up and down the last 2 days. Not just the computer, the Wi-Fi, the phone. Everything's a little glitchy. just lagging. But I mean, I see right here, it's running perfectly right now. But I think it's like it happens real fast. Like I lose connection, got it back, and it creates this catch up. And I don't know why that just started. All right. So I was talking, and this is where this came from. Now I remember why this story popped up in my email. Because I was talking about miniature UFOs. You never hear anybody talking about the miniature UFOs. I mentioned a story about a week or so ago. And it was this girl, the story goes. She was, I don't know what she had wrong with her. She wasn't going to die, but she wasn't going to, have a nice, healthy life. But something like a mass was in her chest. She claims that over a few nights, this miniature, 5 inches across, disc-shaped baby UFO came into her room. The window was open. She was sleeping up in the cornfield somewhere of Iowa, something like that. Maybe Idaho, maybe it was Spuds. Nonetheless, this UFO came in her room. She was petrified. She couldn't move. Sitting there like this. Her hands go down. She couldn't move. And the UFO came right up alongside of her and went over her stomach, over her chest, and hung out there for a few seconds. Went back down a little bit, moved back up, went over her head, stayed over here, and then it went out the window. She was able to move, turned her head, watched it go beep in the blink of an eye. That happened to her, I think, 3 times. She goes back to the doctor some days later, maybe I think about a week. And the doctor says, have you been taking any new medication? No, why, Doc? Your daughter is in complete remission. The mass is gone. Da, 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 da. But she didn't tell anybody. It's a miracle. I'd like to know if there are more miracle UFO stories. I think there are. We never talk about those, right? I just thought of it. UFOs and miracles. Some people may mistake a light in the sky for a god. And maybe I think this happened back in the day, when the UFOs and the aliens weren't really afraid to be next to us because there were no guns. You know what I mean? Back then, they may have called them the gods. Anyway, here's a miniature. I told that story to tell you this one. Miniature UFO and alien crashes near Mexico City, but soon covered up. This was posted on October 11th this year. All right. Hold on a second. This looks weird on the computer. Case number 1. Wait, what? When UFOs attack, documented cases of hostile alien encounters. Wow, there was one in Brazil that's famous. The images used in this post are an art. Okay, we're not doing that story. Case number 1. Is this it? Are they giving me... What is going on? Here's a... All right, let me show you. I must have framed it on my phone and thought that it was just a one story because I was supposed to do this several days ago. Flying saucer. Look at this. Midget pilot reported landing in Mexico. March 9th. Associated Press. An expert, I can't see that word, on chemicals and explosives told reporters today he had seen the wreckage of an ultra-streamlined flying saucer on a Mexico City mountainside. I'm reading slow because I can't see this. It's all crooked, the writing. A top U.S. military and that top U.S. military officials have viewed it. Damn. But there was no confirmation of the account, relayed by Ray L. Dominic, sales manager of the Apache Powder Company. And the Air something to Washington said it had heard nothing about it at all. All right, this is really bad. All right. It fell from the sky, case number 2, Nebraska Nugget, June 6, 1884. The Nebraska Nugget reported about 35 miles northwest of Benkelman, Dundee County, on the 6th of June, 1884. A very startling phenomenon occurred. It seemed that John W. Ellis and 3 of his herdsmen and a number of other cowboys were out engaged in a roundup. They were startled by a terrific whirring noise over their heads and turned their eyes, saw a blazing body falling like a shot to earth. It struck beyond them, being hidden from view by a bank. 1 man is burned. Oh, look at that. That's the real picture. One of the herdsmen, Alf Williamson, was burned as he approached the craft, which had created a split in the ground as it dragged to a stop. He was taken back to Ellis's home and treated for his burns. E.W. Rawlings, the brand inspector for the district, came to inspect it. The Nebraska State Journal reported on the event in 1887, saying one piece that looked like a blade of a propeller screw or of a metal of an appearance like brass, about 16 inches wide, 3 inches thick, and 3.5 feet long, was picked up by a spade. Was it an airship? Something else? MUFON got involved in Nebraska, said that the people of Dundee County shy away from talking about the event. Most of first stumbles across the story's tourist guide, Nebraska Farms. There he found multiple books on the subject. Been a lot of studies made on UFO crashes, Buter said. The people who I would claim know the most have not identified it as a hoax. Hoax. I'm a little saddened by this, and I'll tell you why. Where the hell is that story? You'd only see us. Look at it. All right, we'll go back to this one again. March 9th, 1950, case 1. Strip of metal. I don't care about that. Others cited. I'm big enough to take the consequences of what I said and stand my ground. That's Dimmick. He said he has reports of that similar objects landed in various parts of North America in the last year, but governments have clamped veils of secrecy about their investigations. Never heard of saucer, U.S. officials contend. Colonel Joseph Anderson, assistant U.S. military attached at the Mexico City Embassy, said of Dimmick's story, "This is beyond me." He added, "I have not heard of any such thing, nor seen it, and were it true, I feel positive I would have been informed by the Mexican Defense Ministry, since we are in closest contact with them." In Washington, Air Force headquarters insisted it had heard nothing, the Mexico City flying saucer. The midget pilot over here, which I can't read. I can't read any of this. The remainder of his information, Dimmick said, can't read stuff. He said this was about 23 inches, half a pike of a plane, died in the crash. Adds that his body had been something. Yeah, they talk about a little pilot, but not a lot. That's interesting. Anyway, I thought we were going to get one hell of a story. That's so weird. I must have had another story. I'm just confusing it with, when you don't sleep, everything starts to biddy boop. But anyway, such is life. Oh, I'm going to play a video for you. This is somebody. I'll tell you who it is when it's over. But this is the title of the video. Tales from the Mothership. And then it gives two ladies' names. You're going to love it. I can't play the sound because I think it's a copywritten song and this person doesn't really seem to care with the, very few 200 subscribers. But this made me, and I don't know why. At first I laughed and then I got angry and then I said, this is so stupid. The music doesn't help. I'm building a little suspense, not that it needs it. I hope some of you actually went to this broadcast 12 hours ago. Let me know if you did. I can't play the sound, remember. Well, there you see the name, Terry Joyce. But something's going to happen here in a second. There's music playing. Come on. I don't want to ruin it. It's coming. Come on, baby. Hit me, baby, one more time. We're the Dream Warriors. Don't wanna dream no more. 'Cause maybe tonight you'll be gone. Alright, here we go. Are you ready for this? Hey, ticky 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 dear it. That has got to be. I have got to take that and make something with that. That has to be in the intro of my show. How can that not be in? Oh my God. And she's talking about, getting the thing in the arm, so you feel better. Why would anybody want to talk about that on their show? Come on. And this is what our ufology's turning to. You understand? This right here. That is the world we are living in right now. I've done some wild stuff on my show. But she doesn't give a shit what you think. She might make it. She might get 1 million subs. That's how it is. You got to be way out there and very confident in yourself to somehow somebody will pick that up and give it a contract. You'll see. We'll keep our eyes out on Not My Rabbit Hole with Terry Joyce. Now, I'll have to put the link in the description because I played 45 seconds. Hit me, baby, one more time. I keep talking about Mars and the moon. Like, why are we rushing to get there? What's the big deal? Why don't we take all that money and cure homelessness? What happened to all that Hands Across America money? 1986. I had to go to the town of Mayer, I think it was, to hold hands across this highway. That's right, I took part in it. You want to know why? because my girlfriend wanted to go. Anyway, some people believe, and look, I don't know how, but for some reason, remote viewing seems to work. I'm going to do an experiment, I think, on Monday. Because you know that kid, Brian Laundrie? You know, the one with him and his girlfriend got pulled over and she was missing for several weeks, and then, you know, bad news. And then he took off and nobody can find him. Dog the Bounty Hunter was looking for this guy. His parents were helping him escape, whatever it is. But I want to do a remote viewing Brian Laundrie show and see if we could. I mean, I would give it everything I got. I would do it as professionally and as correctly as possible. It might be boring for some of you for a minute, you know. I mean, when you're doing remote viewing, you know, there's no talking going on, no music. And I want to see what I come up with. Because I've done that stuff before. With good results. 3 times I think I've done it. 2 for 3 were pretty accurate. And the third one, it was awful. Just not even close. So, you know, I'd like to test it out. I think I've always had that skill. Because look, the FBI, or is it the CIA? One of those two. CIA, they believed in it. They said it was real. People who, you know, you've seen the movies. The Men Who Stared at Goats. Nah. You know, that was real. What they did. Did you see everybody left when I played that video? I know. Shh. That's okay. It's our Saturday. We don't need them. You understand, right? So I think Monday I'm going to try to do a Brian Laundrie remote viewing show. Why not? Oh, I'm going to be practicing tonight, tomorrow. Yeah, for sure. I got to do a little research on this guy. I got to figure out where he went to school, and I got to figure out who he hung out with. 2 days should be good enough, right? 2 days research. Anyway, I've got this Mars exploration from 1984. It is a remote viewing and alien races. I can't play the whole thing, but I'm alive, man. I'm a sophomore in high school when this was going on. So I'm kind of interested. I don't know if I've seen this one, but this is from 2 years ago. This is from the Undead Gaucho. Oh, okay. I like the Undead Gaucho. Total subscriber. Totally. All right, let's give you a ride.
Officer, skip out.
Oh, shoot. That was
I'm in from the project.
Hold on.
Fiction.
My training officer, Skip Atwater, would come in from the project and test me to see whether or not my remote viewing was getting any better. And one of his tests that he brought, one of the training tests that he brought, was a target that I didn't know anything about. Normally I did mundane targets, like quasi-military targets. Well, this particular week, he brought a Mars target. I didn't know it was a Mars target. But he gave a sealed envelope, neither did Bob Monroe.
This is Joseph McMoneagle. He practices remote viewing. He was recruited for a classified government program known as the Stargate Project.
And he kicked ass. He kicked ass. I realized that probably shouldn't play this video. Well, I can't play too much more. Let's go here. I have another video I can definitely play for you. It's a good one too. It's about 4 minutes. But let's take a look at this, skipping ahead a little. I want to say it looks like, I don't know, it sort of looks, kind of got an oblique view of a pyramid or pyramid form. It's very high. It's kind of sitting in a large depressed area.
Large depressed area.
I just said that.
It's yellowish, ochre colored.
All right. Move in time to the time indicated in the envelope I provided you and describe what's happening.
I'm tracking severe clouds, more like a dust storm. It's a geological problem. Seems to be like, just a minute. I've got to iron this out. It's really weird.
Just report your raw perceptions at this time. You're still early in the session.
I'm looking at after effect of a major geological problem.
Come on, man. Really? See, you lose me right there. You lose me. Everybody says that about Mars. Everybody thinks that Mars had this grandiose civilization, billions of people, and something or some disaster happened. But according to NASA, they say there hasn't been water there in 3 billion years. But the first billion years of Mars was... See, that's what I don't believe. Because Earth's first billion years was just a soup of acid rain and methane gases. And a lot of heat. I was going to say hot mountains. All right. Have you ever heard of the first Earth Battalion? It's a movie, a documentary about remote viewing from 2018. The Paranormal Psychic Program. I'm going to play this for you because this was made by Third Phase of Moon. Oh, yeah, that's right. The movie's really good. But we'll just get a peek. Orchid? No.
I predicted the Chernobyl meltdown 3 days before it happened. And I told them it was going to happen. Described the way it did happen. And nothing was done about it. I was in the military unit for remote viewing because it was a black unit that didn't exist. I officially didn't exist. He took me into the commander's office, got up in my face scowling. Did you kill my computers with your mind? Commanding General Bert Stubblebine came and got me, took me back to DC and wanted to form a unit that would do the same to enemy computers.
319 days of search and destroy. I lost one soldier, and I never shot an innocent civilian.
So I taught my platoon to be totally stealthy.
Paranormal soldier has more range to discover what's out there, and there are a lot of tools for that.
It's a step-by-step process. Back when they started giving me pictures and envelopes, there's no way I could have told you what was in those envelopes. But I followed the steps they had taught me, and it worked.
The First Earth Battalion, available August 28th on all streaming services everywhere around the world. And it's our pleasure to share this incredible documentary that Brent and I have been working on for the past 2 years. And we're going to bring it to you, the world, to expose the secret remote viewing program. We get to meet the real men behind the men who stare at goats. Jim Channon himself, his final words, along with Lynn Buchanan and Marty Rosenblatt, experts and people involved behind the scenes of the remote viewing program. Brent, what do you got to say about this exciting documentary that we're about to release?
Yeah, Blake, we're excited about it. This has been in the field for quite some time. There was a secret program that the CIA created. It was a $20 million program. Basically, the CIA was creating super soldiers that could spy on the enemy's territory or their secret plans. We get down to the bottom of this and talk to the top experts in the field.
Pretty wild stuff, man. So, you know, if that's a reality, I'd like to live it. I'd like to be a paranormal soldier. And away we are. GUFON is a paranormal soldier entity. Because we soldier for the truth. We will go through anything to get it. And once we get it, no matter how we get it, if somebody shares it with us or brings it to us, you know, whether Dark Hour Paranormal gets it, Third Phase of Moon gets it, or anybody else out there, you know, we're usually breaking stuff. People don't realize that. I don't think people realize it. GUFON, along with Third Phase of Moon, because Third Phase of Moon has more connections. I don't know, man. It's a lot. I don't know everybody, you know, what their connections are, but they've got a lot. And a lot of these things that are shared with me, I share with you. Some of this stuff has never been heard anywhere else before. Kind of like what happened a couple of days ago when Leslie Kean said she was working with Lue Elizondo and Christopher Mellon behind the scenes, and there's going to be this announcement that's coming in the next few weeks between now and Thanksgiving. That's all I can tell you. And this is the truth. This is something that came to me from a source that I am trusting. I really don't have a choice, but the way I just can't tell you everything. You know, don't you hate that? But you understand, I don't bullshit, and I know the people that are helping me aren't bullshitting. So, if you haven't heard of it, there is a rumor going around, which is maybe factual, that there's this technology that's going to be released, or at least shown to us, and there may be an alien connection with this new whatever it is. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's technology, it's something, and aliens. It's like a disclosure. And it's supposed to put us ahead 20 years, whatever that means. I'm not one to really talk like this, you know, and say, hey, I got another story for you. Hey, I told you they were shape-shifting. You know, we're not like Alex Jones. Not yet. But, you know, we don't ever make predictions, you know, just at the end of the year or something for a goof or whatever, but with serious intentions. This is a serious announcement. I've been talking about it for the last 3 to 4 days, so let's all work together. If you hear anything, you know, you could email me at goofonradio@gmail.com. This is not a joke. It is not a stunt. It is something that I wanted to let you know. Because if it happens, you heard it here first. And if it doesn't happen, well, I got to tell you, I'm done with sources. Done. There was a source I had about 13 years ago. 11 years ago. 2010. Or was it? What was the year of that tsunami? The one that killed 250,000 people? The India one? Ah, dang it, I can't remember. There was a source that told me something. I never mentioned it. But I talked about it because it was on the news that all of the world's navies, 3 or 4, whatever it is, not many, they all got together in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and something happened and they all dispersed. And then 12 hours later, the tsunami happened, and they think it may have been attributed to a new weapon that was released in the ocean, and all of the navies were watching this, what supposedly was alien technology turned into a weapon. And apparently it was shared with all of the world, the governments. And the Navy, they went out in the middle of the ocean and blew this shit up, or whatever. And that story never made it to mainstream media. It was talked about one time. Was that 2005? 2004? I thought it was 2010. I could swear it was around that time. There was a tsunami in 2004, and then there was a lot of tsunamis. I've lived 53 years, and all of a sudden there's like all these tsunamis happening in the last 15, 20 years. It's really weird. Either that or I didn't really know there were tsunamis. But when you hear about all the tsunamis that have happened in history, it seems like there have been a lot in the last 15 to 20 years. All I'm saying, I see a few super chats. I'm trying to get there. Jackie O with a $5 just takes it. She wadded it up. And she said, "Take it!" Threw it at me, hit me right in the noggin. Thank you very much. That's the way we like it. I appreciate that, Fred. We'll get to yours in a second. Here you go. I didn't want it to be boring. I meant to hit that one. There you go. A nice slow-mo, money falling from the sky right into my eye. Thank you, Jackie O, for your continuing support of Goof On. Mucho gusto generoso. Saturday in the UK show. Next, we got Fred Depp with $5. What are you saying there? Fleischbällchen in Washington. Ma! Fleischbällchen in Washington. What does that mean? For road trip in Washington? See you in Washington? But whatever it is, I thank you for the support. Mucho gusto, generoso. Fred Depp. Grazie, grazie. You guys are really generous today on a Saturday. Today, the weather is very nice. We had a record temperature here in Florida the other day, 93 degrees. Yeah, this time of year. What is going on? There's more? Wow, I didn't see this. Oh, no, yeah? Andy Gambino, a super sticker. What do you got there, Chief? Let's take a look at this super sticker, huh? Friggin' A, man. Friggin' A. I'm waiting for it. It's starting to scroll. Because I wasn't on it. Hey, while I'm waiting for that, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, Goof On. Make a comment, maybe say, hey, great show, or hey, stinky show, in the comment section. A lot of activity really helps with the algorithm. Andy Gambino with a fist bump, pear-shaped workout thing, chicken. Thank you, Andy Gambino. Mucho gusto. Generoso, a continuing supporter of Goof On. Thank you very much. We'll do this one. Oh, yeah, the Coke nail. I'm not a big fan of this one, but all right, thank you. We'll do it one time. Thank you very much, Mr. G. Jennifer Siami with the $5. Most people can remote view, Rich. They just have to try. You know what? You want to try now? I want to try it now. Well, after this, Jennifer, thank you for your support. Again, continuing support, as always. Let me give you a one of those. Thank you very much. Yeah, mucho gusto. Just give me that. And all right, thank you very much. I'd like to try it. No, You want me to try it? Nah, it would take too long. It would take too long to do. No way, it's 109:19 now? I don't understand. What does that mean? It's 109. I don't understand. Hey, Barry McKeon, great show. This show is great. Oh man, what have you been watching? Thank you. Oh no, all right. You want me to try this? Lue's remote viewing was an Android app called Spy Me Sat, a DARPA-funded application to get near real-time geosaw images on a smartphone. Yep. Oh, in the chat. Yeah. Yeah, you know, usually on the Saturday show it's lower because it's Saturday afternoon in America. And for you guys, you know, you're probably still out. Well, I doubt it. I don't know. Maybe you're watching The Mask or something. I don't know. What do you guys watch? Britain's Got Talent? The Australian Waves? What do you guys do over there? I don't know. I'm not going to do the remote viewing. I would love to. Thanks, Barry. You're a gentleman, and I appreciate it. All right, let's get back to work. So, who makes the decisions? Seriously? I know at the beginning of the show when I brought up what we were going to talk about, I was saying, all right, Christopher Mellon. Elizondo. I don't think so. Hal Puthoff. Maybe, but I don't think solely. I think he may have some sort of word in this. And then I was half joking, but seriously have pondered the thought that everything is scripted. Our lives, I mean, doesn't it? I don't like it. But things do seem like they're done purposefully with intent to start a war. Handshake deals, you know, and, you know, you want to talk about JFK? That could have been, I think, what'd they say? The mob did it? I mean, that's like a huge conspiracy. We're talking like the biggest. Roswell would be number 2. I think Kennedy's more of a conspiracy than Roswell. I really do. It's cooler. I think aliens are cool, but the JFK one has got so many moving parts. It's wonderful to examine. A lot of things are done. Like there was apparently this book, right? And there were supposed to be these major events that were happening, 9/11 being one of them. Then it was supposed to be an asteroid. Didn't what's his name say it? Werner von Braun. And then the next one was the alien invasion. Now, according to Greer, the alien invasion already happened. Yeah, that's a little confusing to me too, but the way he explained it, I wonder if I could find that. He did say it, and I think he said it in Countdown to Disclosure. I think that movie's free now. Is it free now? No. Hey, Andy Gambino. What? Wait, what? If this show was scripted, I would leave, Rich. You would leave? You would leave. I would leave. When I was when I was doing my show at Dark Matter Radio, the guy who was the producer there was the same producer for Art Bell. I can't remember his name right now. Andy Dick or something like that. I don't know. I can't remember. You guys probably know it. But anyway, I told a joke, And penis was in the joke, the word, which is the medical term. And he told me I shouldn't be using the word penis. That was my last show. So you know I won't script anything. Even if Art Bell is waiting in the wings, nobody tells me what to say. All right, Gambino, you got that, Chief? All right, good. Everybody, now you feel better? Good question. Nice super chat. Nice 5-pounder. And I'll give this to you again. With all due respect, money is flying all over the sky. Thank you very much, Andy Gambino. Dun, 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 dun. Thank you. So, I don't know. Nobody knows anything. Greer doesn't know. Oh, that's what I was going to look up real quick. Right, I was going to look up Greer. Greer talking about, yeah. What was it? Oh, shit, what is wrong? God, it's been so bad this week. My memory. What was he talking about? I can't remember. It's over for me. Does anybody remember what I said? Yeah, I don't know. David Wilcock, in my dream, it was kind of related to Contact movie on Jolly. It was, oh, okay. No, it wasn't memory. Good to see you. Oh, I'm in good spirits? Okay. Come into my head. And you'll realize nothing's going on. All right, I'll remember what I was talking about with Greer. Greer was saying, oh, alien invasion already happened. But anyway, this book that is the scripting of our lives is supposed to end with the alien invasion. Okay? If that's the case, and Greer said it already happened.
There are...
Where? What is this? He's got another channel called Hoax Alien Attack Coming. What? Somebody must have made this channel. It's all Greer all day. I don't know, man. I have a feeling that I can't do this today. Hold on. Give me a second. All right, give me a second. Hold on. I'm going to play something. I'm going to ask for a second. Let's see. What can I play for you? Seriously. All right, watch this. You watch this. Give me a minute. By the way, this is really weird, too.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins here. We got a special for you, and let me tell you, it's time to strap in and buckle up because we've got the most incredible video from Jaime Maussan. He's allowed us to share this incredible encounter over the city, and we can't explain what the heck is going on. We're looking at this video right now, and it's extraordinary in its nature. We have this massive glowing formations developing over the city line itself at night. What's going on here? Is this some kind of weird fireworks display, or is this something otherworldly? Right now, we don't have the explanation to this phenomenon. We want to find out. That's why we're posting this video right now. Sometimes we receive the information, we don't know what's going on, And that's why we put it out there. And then the next day we find out, because of people like you doing the research, you know, we're getting the information real quick in regards to this one. And so far from the people in this region, they have no idea. Maybe we could all get together and come to the bottom of this mystery. Maybe tomorrow we'll have some updates, but at the moment I'm trying to speculate. What could this be? Again, could this be some kind of military flares in action here, or some kind of pyrotechnics involved? I'm not exactly sure. I'm not seeing any kind of smoke of any kind. Whatever these luminescent trails are, they seem to have some kind of geometric pattern behind this. And this is what's catching my interest.
Well. I'll be doing a report on that and other things for Third Phase UFO Report tonight. So you'll be seeing another Third Phase UFO Report coming up later. Thanks for your patience. Just wanted to get another drink and clear my head real quick, whatever that means. AL Warrior, $2, says, good vibes to you, brah. Good vibes to you, AL Warrior. Mucho gusto generoso. Continuing support so. So, to you. That's right. You get this magical box that money just starts falling into it. I don't know where it comes from, but I appreciate your support. There we go. Yeah? Nice? Oh, there's more? All right. So I want to get into more about what I was talking about. But really, there's not much more to talk about, because we're never going to know who's running it. It's not the president. Okay, the president has nothing to do with this. Now, I don't even know if our generals would. You know, the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Space Force. I don't think they would be involved. There's a lot of weird stuff going on, though. At the beginning of this year, the first 2 weeks of January, there were rocket launches from SpaceX, NASA, and Japan. I think it was Japan, right? Or no, maybe it was India. 6 days in a row at one point. Took a day off, did another 4 days in a row. You know, one of the other entities were launching a rocket. And of course, Elon Musk was throwing up that space internet and all that. Whatever. I heard it's terrible so far, but who cares? Never going to use it. I think it's an awful idea. I think the intentions are right, but I don't know. I don't like it. All those satellites, man, there's going to be 40,000 of them. We're polluting, we're polluting the Earth's atmosphere and space. You know, it's bad enough we have to dirty the planet, throw all of our garbage into pits, and then if you want to burn it, it goes into the sky and we breathe all this stuff, all these toxins. So we're poisoning the earth, we're poisoning our own air, and now we're poisoning space. What are we doing? You mean to tell me maybe that's the new technology they're going to come up with? Something to get rid of all the garbage. Oh, that'd be badass. That'd be cool, but it's supposed to be alien related. So if they came up with a way to disintegrate garbage, I'm all for it. No, it's probably not that. But anyway, it is just a weird thing to think about, because you're never gonna guess. You're never gonna guess. It's somebody who's extremely powerful. If there are aliens here, and I almost believe that it's aliens. I'm going to tell you what I believe. You want to know what I really believe? I'm going to tell you. For the first time. I've never told this all these years. I've thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. This is just my belief. Okay? The reason UFOs have been around for centuries, if not millennia upon millennia, because they've always been here. I believe they are the ones that are the script writers. They are the ones that make the decisions. They are the ones that tell, and I don't know why, this is happening now. What they're doing now is creating chaos, if that's the script. Making people hate people. I mean, it's just a weird thing that they're doing. Is it all experimental? Did other or previous civilizations not get past what we're now going through? Was that the breaking point? For the Mayans? For the Greeks? The Romans? Right? Then they have the Black Plague wiped out a lot of people. Right? That was almost like a reset in a way. Man, it makes you think. Is this what we're going through now? We are going to get over. We're definitely going to get over it. I don't see anything here that is going to ruin civilization. It's going to make it rough, but we'll come out of it. We always do. There may be one time where we don't, but we'll figure it out, I believe, this time around. Anyway, I'm not trying to get political, trying to leave it out of this, but I'm going by what I see. So, it is what it is. Some people like it, some don't. But I've never seen America so divided after 9/11. A whole decade after 9/11 was the best. The best. Especially those first couple of years. We were a country. There were still problems, but as a whole, man. But let me tell you, right before 9/11 happened, life was pretty freaking awesome. I have to admit, I was in the prime. It was awesome, let me tell you. But it seems like every decade or every 20 years, something major is happening. Some war, something that changes history. Is that what we are? I see. All right, here's what I think. I think the aliens run it. I think they're like us. Okay? I don't think it's us. But I don't know who seeded this planet. But we are part of them. Somehow. I don't know if it's through hybridization or whatever. But we look very similar. But I think they've been here for a very long time. I don't think they were from here. I think they've been here, came here from somewhere else. Maybe Mars 3 billion years ago. Maybe they terraformed the planet, this Earth, or even brought the moon here to stabilize. Maybe the moon was over on Mars. And they brought it here to stabilize Earth. Look, hey, there's stories about the moon being brought in. I know it's just stories, but what if there was no moon? You can't just bring something like that. Yeah, maybe that's what created the big floods. I don't think it was Nibiru. But what if these are Nibiruans? What are they called? What are they called? Anunnaki? You keep an Anu knocking on my door. So let's just say it's aliens. Nobody knows where they came from, but they've been here way before us. They may have even somehow made us. You know? Maybe that's where the Bible came from. God made man in his own image. Maybe that's why we look like them, act like them, talk like them, dressed. What's the rest? I was going to do the Eminem. So I think it's that. I think that they somehow... See, this is where it gets a little hazy. All right? There's so many rumors that there was a contract written with the aliens, that they were able to take us. Isn't that Eisenhower who did that? Who had this contract where the aliens can abduct people and we get technology for it. That supposedly ran out last year, that contract. Or this year. I think it was last year. Some people are saying that they think that the threat is real. That there's one alien race out of the 4 that are around. Now, I know some people say there's 52, 57, 73, whatever. But I'm going to go by what I heard. And there's 4 of them. And there were 3 that played by the rules. And a 4th one showed up after the contract was made and said, we didn't sign that contract. And apparently there's been this war outside, what we can see with aliens. Trying to abduct us when they shouldn't, or do things that they shouldn't, or you know what I mean? And the other 3 aliens are keeping these one species out. That was a rumor I heard. And I think it was from Richard Doty, of all people. It was. It was from Richard Doty, that's right. So he's been going around telling people this story about these 3 alien groups and a one that didn't sign the contract that are trying to create havoc here on Earth. Look, if that one alien race wanted to create havoc here on Earth, they would have already done it. Maybe they did. Maybe they started up a volcano. Who knows? I don't know, man. So many freaking rumors. So here's the one part that's where it gets a little hazy. So, if it's real, that means somebody on Earth, a human, has met these aliens. I would think that it would be the most powerful countries on Earth were contacted by these aliens. Russia, China, here, I don't know, maybe 6 places. You guys in the UK, Great Britain, Japan, anyway, India, they would have to know the ultimate secret. Some humans would have to know the ultimate secret, that aliens are here. If the script that the aliens are writing is real. Unless, here's a nice rub to the story. Unless they've already infiltrated, look like us, act like us, dress, talk, walk like us, we wouldn't know the difference. And one of them is Nancy Pelosi. I think Nancy Pelosi isn't Nancy anymore. She's somebody else. Shh, don't say it loud. I think Biden, bye-bye. He's not him anymore either. Shh. Shh. Anyway, I don't know, man. All I know is it is very strange. I don't know. I think it's easy. Because then I think, okay, Rich, don't live in fantasy land. I tell people this all the time. You're living in fantasy land on Jolly. On Jolly, you got to hear what she said. We'll talk about that later. Oh my God, this lady just won't shut up. And God bless her. You know, she can do whatever she wants. It's just ridiculous, though. Everybody believes something a little different. That's it. That's all it is. I wish there was a way we could find out, but there really isn't. And nobody's ever gotten close. Nobody can. Because if they've been here and made us, they know exactly where we are at all times. I think each individual doesn't need an implant. I think that our DNA is the implant. And when you talk about heartbeat, vibration, all that stuff, it might be real. I don't count it out. I just say there's no evidence for me to judge it. I'm judging paranormal, things moving, shadows, without seeing it happen over and over again. There's very few times. There's a lady who lives out somewhere, I don't know where, North Carolina, maybe Washington, but she keeps seeing what looks like a guy walking back and forth. I don't know if you've seen the video. I played it here several months ago. Pretty wild stuff. And then she brought her husband over there, and they heard somebody say, you can see right through this thing. She was recording it for days, posting it on Twitter, I think, TikTok. It's a wild story. I really think this stuff is real. I don't come over here to debunk. I come here to find the truth. There's a difference. There is. Because I believe. Debunkers don't believe anything. They go into it by saying, I know it's not real, but I'll look at it. I go in thinking, I hope this one's the real one. Yeah, too bad it isn't. Different mindset. Doesn't mean either one of us are right in our approach. It's just two different approaches with coming up with the same answer. Pretty much. Hey, who's this? Xavi G310 with a $5 super chat. Your origins view might be close to the truth. Yeah, I think so, man. I don't know why, but thank you for the $5 super chat. Very cool. Mucho gusto generoso. Xavi G310 with $5. You get one of these too. All right. I gotta go through them all, so don't get upset if it's not an exciting one. But thank you very much. Appreciate it. I need a drink, and I've got... I left it in the other room. I can't believe I got up to get it, and I left it. That thing's staying on there a long time. Thank you very much. Mucho gusto generoso. Appreciate that. What's this? Is that another one? Oh, it is. Thomas Kunis. Oh, that is very nice of you. You just took that $5 and you said, I don't need this money. And you squeezed it into a little piece of coal, and then a diamond came out, and it was $5 worth. That was so stupid. Thank you very much. I try to come up with something different every time. Here, let's do, did we do this one yet? Nope. Thank you very much. From you to me. I know, it's not about the denomination we saw. It's about just having something to play I haven't played. Well, all right, here. You can have this one then. That'll give me time to get set up for the next thing. Thomas Kunis for his $5 super chat with no chat. How could you give a super chat with no chat? This doesn't make sense, Rish. Jaime, what are you doing here? I got your drink for you. Where is it? Oh, shit, I left it in the kitchen too. All right, let's get rolling. I'll come back. We'll come back. We're not done with that topic yet. Oh, this tweet. I got to play this for you. It's more or less a video. from, it's a short video. Where is it? Come on. Where's all my stuff? Oh no. Let's do it this way, Rich. Come on. I want the video. And I don't know where the video is. This is bull. It's about Elizondo. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Listen to this.
And then I'll put a period, I promise, is the new revelations with Lukatsky and hundreds of reports this, and, you know, there's just all this information flowing. That statement right there, and I haven't really seen anybody talk about this, that immediately places an accusation on the DIA that they lied to Senator John McCain when he asked about what AATIP / AAWSAP had created. And they said, this is everything that we created, and they gave McCain 38 reports. Yet now we have the head of the program going, well, we had hundreds of reports and all sorts of stuff. Why wouldn't they inform John McCain of that, even in a classified setting? So that statement right there puts an accusation against the DIA on lying to a U.S. senator. So popcorn's popping. I want to see how all of that transfers to the general public, and if people will start asking questions, because those are big allegations to make. If you're going to say the DIA lied to McCain and only gave him 38 hand-picked, hand-selected reports, then say it, and say the DIA lied, and say that there were 100 reports, 200 reports, whatever, and we can go from there.
So what, man? So what? And then he says here, I'm not defending or saying one side is right or wrong. What I'm saying is Luis Elizondo has been maintaining his story for a few years now, while Dr. Lukatsky has been mum. Now there's a new book to buy, and the result is adding more confusion than clarity. I didn't wake up this morning thinking I'd see Greenstreet tweet about busty furries, or did I think I'd actually see busty furries? Huh? Yet here we are, and there they are, voluptuous fur and all. I don't think it aims to minimize the work of AATIP at all. Lue has stated numerous times that his was simply what it is, and how does it work? Simply nuts and bolts. We know they had fewer staff and a lack of funding. Lue himself has said this. But then the Black Vault says, I think you're missing my point on the delivery via the audio, and how some of this stuff is creating more contradictions. But I'll post more soon. This is coming down to semantics. The audio clip above aims to minimize the work of Lue Elizondo versus AAWSAP or BASS. He gave the impression to an audience who likely won't read the book in the majority that AAWSAP has money and help Mr. Elizondo did not. James Lukatsky at Lue Elizondo had no contractor support. Dr. Hal Putoff, to me, John from the Black Vault, in 2019 as an AAWSAP AATIP contractor, Putoff said he worked under Elizondo's leadership within the AATIP program. However, I have no problem, this is Hal Putoff, asserting that as an AAWSAP, Advanced Aerospace AATIP contractor and senior advisor, I continued to attend meetings, provide briefings, gain access to videos, provide proposed program plans, meet with staff, etc., all under the aegis of Elizondo's leadership and responsibility for maintaining continuity of the program effort and goals until he resigned. Says you. Says you. Says you. You know what I want to see? We'll never see it. I want to see Lue walking up and down the hallways on the security camera. That would prove that he worked there. Why can't we get that in the public sector? I want to see Lue going to work at AATIP. Well, I bet you all of his work was done at home, Rich, on a secure keyboard, computer and whatnot. Come on, man. You know? You know? I see something here. Oh my God. Do you want to know something? I can't believe what I just saw. Yesterday I read a tweet from our friend Ryan, UFO Jesus. And his tweet said this: the U.S. government is often called out, rightfully so, about making false statements, creating erroneous facts, or just downright lying. Shouldn't those making claims against the government be held to that same standard and called out just the same? He stole that from the Black Vault and made it his own. Word for word. Oh my God, what a faker. That guy Ryan just bold-faced plagiarized the Black Vault. That's why I read that tweet yesterday, because it was from... Oh, I'm going to go there now and see if he still has it up on his thing. That can't be. You can't get away with that. That's not right. That's not right, UFO Jesus. You better hope I'm wrong. Here we go. Let's take a look. Let's see if it's still up. Oh, he's got something else? Let's see. Here we go. Hold on, here we go. Replying, just to reiterate. No, 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 no. I usually don't do this. Huh. I wonder if it's, Oh my God, he put up so many tweets. I've been scrolling that whole time. I've only been 3 hours down. Forget it. Oh my God, this guy's tweeting every hour more than... Oh, this is crazy. Forget it. I know he did it. All right, let's get to work. Back to work. According to Skinwalker at the Pentagon, by Lakatsky, Kelleher, and George Knapp in March 2010, remote viewer John McMonigal was tasked with Skinwalker Ranch. Double-blind and from his Virginian home, Joe drew a perfect map. Oh well, too bad remote viewing doesn't work, sarcastically meaning it works. Look, he drew this map. Apparently. Now, I think that's bullshit. I'm telling you, this guy has seen Skinwalker Ranch on a map before 2010. I'm not buying it. No way. Nope. 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 The subconscious mind was already seeing it. It's already seen it. His conscious mind saw it. So when they asked him to do a remote view on Skinwalker Ranch, he didn't say to himself, oh, this is going to be hard. I don't know anything about it. He's going to say, oh, I've seen the maps of that place in his head. So of course he's going to get it right. You know, Unjolly tweeted today again. She's a tweeting bird. She's a Tweety bird. She says, normalize not caring what anyone thinks about UFOs, our experiences or abductees, or experiences. All right, let me start over. Normalize not caring what anyone thinks about UFOs, or experiencers or abductees. If you've seen it, you know. That's not true. Because sometimes people think they've seen something that isn't paranormal, that is paranormal but isn't. See, I don't like that already. If you've experienced it, you know. As long as you know it's real and you've done the research, yeah. If you've been abducted, you know. Ooh. Do you? Do you? No. I think we've all been abducted. It doesn't matter if others don't validate you. Validate yourself. FWIW, I will validate you too. Of course you will. Because you're the best lady since sliced bread. I told her, if you don't have the evidence of aliens, it's over for you. That's what I said. And then I said, will you go away when you don't bring the proof? Yeah, it's right here. I wasn't mean. I just said it. I said, when you say stuff like this, it's almost as if I never heard it before. You probably think I'm a debunker who is self-loathing, but that isn't true. Some of it isn't. Your claims are not new, but if you don't have evidence of aliens, it's over. Will you go away when you don't bring the proof? 2 hearts, now 3. I'm messing around, but I'm not being mean, right? That wasn't mean. So there's a girl. I don't know if I can show it, but she's got most of her chest out, and she's leaning over like this, and all you see is cleavage, and she's wearing a jacket shirt. You know, it's a long sleeve and it looks like a jacket, but her jugs are way out. She says, I am taking in all the tips. I guess people were giving her tips to bring in more views. Then she says, ends, not and, ANDS, ends, I'm doing it. Thank you. I'm so blessed. This community is amazing. And she's got her schmackadools laying out there for the world to see. I said, yeah, show your titties. That's all anyone cares about. Yep. You're showing your cleavage like it's a new toy. You are doing it. Your folks must be proud. I like it. So keep showing them. Next, I want to see that ass. Twitter is an amazing community. Guys love it. Great job. Whatever makes her happy. So she went from 0 to hero by showing a little cleavage. I wish I could do that. I really wish I could. It wouldn't matter if I was buff. Again, it wouldn't matter. What matters is what you're saying. And I'm surprised anybody's still here. So Dan Warren was trying to make sense of something today. This is pretty interesting, actually. I'm glad I'm talking about this. Because, here, let me bring it up. Watch.
This one's going to throw you for a loop. Because retired police lieutenant Tim McMillan who's also a co-founder of one of the best.
Tim McShillen, the man who brought us the Batman balloon, if it was a balloon, but it looked just like a balloon. Nobody really knows what it was, but it definitely wasn't a UFO. Not that we know, but the evidence is weak. It was all a fake. It was all a hoax to get the debrief going. Deflate. I call it the deflate. Tim McShillen is one of the biggest liars on the internet. This guy's shady and good friends with Lue Elizondo.
Resources on UAPs just put out a thread that's a real head scratcher, in which he stated that Lue Elizondo was part of the J2 intelligence team that served Mad Dog Mattis in Afghanistan. And if you didn't know, the Joint Staff consists of 8 different directorates of management. And one of the primary responsibilities of the J2 is to support the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, who just so happens to be the principal military advisor to the President, the Secretary of Defense, and the National Security Council. So being involved with J2 is kind of a big deal. And according to a 2016 study by the Naval War College, the analysis and products produced by intelligence sections under General Mattis were indispensable in driving Task Force 58 planning and operations. And McMillan spoke with someone that served in J2 with Elizondo, as well as someone that was part of J3 about him. And they both described Elizondo's intelligence prowess as exceptional and that he was one of Mattis's most trusted advisors. And according to the recently released book, Skinwalkers at the Pentagon, some portion of Elizondo's intelligence prowess was coming from remote viewing. McMillan quickly clarified that he's not making a case for or against remote viewing, but just laying out the facts associated with recent and past testimony, which was immediately met by disbelief, based on the government cutting funding for remote viewing more than 30 years ago.
What? That's a coincidence. That we're talking about remote viewing and pop goes the weasel. Wow. See, now I want to flip something around after this.
Being the diligent investigator McMillan is, he had already asked that question and was told that there isn't any remote viewing program in the DoD, but that some people independently dabble in it. And he was also told that a very senior executive at the DoD once asked if Elizondo could use his remote viewing capabilities to contact his deceased spouse. And I have absolutely no idea what to do with that information.
Lue Elizondo is a remote viewer? Is this news? Is this brand new news? B. Baker? Did you know that he was a remote viewer? Did I hear that wrong? I'm going to play the last 15 seconds again.
And he was also told that a very senior executive at the DoD once asked if Elizondo could use his remote viewing capabilities to contact his deceased spouse.
If Elizondo could use his remote viewing abilities to contact his deceased spouse. What? Okay, so now here's the flip. Oh my God. Okay. Other than the J2 and J3, which shows Elizondo was probably a stud, if all that's accurate, Elizondo is very intelligent. He's really smart, from what I heard. Like, book smart. He's a smart guy. I believe this guy... Well, let's flip it, man. All right, I'm flipping it. What if Elizondo is everything I thought he wasn't? What if he really is here, not for disclosure, but to further advance the understanding of UAPs or UFOs, whatever you want to call them? And really, because he's a very smart guy, he may be above genius level for all we know. And a lot of geniuses, they're a little quirky, a little eclectic. You know, they're different. We're different. He is definitely, if he's doing remote viewing to the level that this guy, a senior executive at the DoD, asked Elizondo if he could remote view his deceased wife. That means Elizondo is known for his remote viewing abilities. He's like an expert or something. See, remote viewing works, apparently. Psychic abilities, and I know if Mr. Catfish 2100 was here, he'd be cheering for it, what I'm about to say. But it may be one of the most important tools that we have in our arsenal. When it comes to finding enemies, hey, it worked great when they found the weapons of mass destruction. Remember that day? Here you can see the trucks that are bringing in the toxic chemicals for making bombs. And then look at this. 2 days later, it's gone, which is telling us there's activity here. They wouldn't, remember that Saddam Hussein wouldn't let the inspectors in because we thought he was getting nuclear bombs and shit. We really messed things up. Not for us, for them, for everybody. Interesting about Lue. So let's say Lue is in this for the right reasons. Then I would have to say they have the right guy. If Lue can do all that stuff, he's a stud. He looks the part, man. He looks like exactly like you would want somebody in UFO world to look like if he worked for the government. Just going back to what I said before about the Matrix, not tonight, several months ago, maybe a week ago, I don't know, where I said we fit the role that we are in. Third phase of Moon, it's the Cousins brothers. It couldn't be anybody else, right? It's definitely those two guys. Me and Goofon. This is definitely what Goofon would look like. Sadly. By the way, the chickens have retired. They're no longer going to be announcing super chats. Maybe once a week, I don't know. But they wanted to retire early. They don't live that long. They want to spend the rest of their lives clucking away at the sunrise. All right, I'm going to play this next video for you. Be very careful if any children are around. We've got a Karen alert. This is funny, though. Let me make this big. Go. Whoop. Go.
I'm putting you under citizen's arrest. For what? Because look how close you parked to me.
I'm gonna move the car.
Yeah, move the car.
No, you're not moving the car till the cops come.
No, we're gonna move the car.
No, you stay here. Stop filming me.
What happened to her?
Arrest.
For
Watch.
What? Because look how close you parked to me.
I'm gonna move the car.
Yeah, move the car.
No, you're not moving the car till the cops come.
No, we're gonna move the car.
No, you stay here. Stop filming me.
Did you see how she went, no, you're going to move the car. Stop filming me. It's like something triggered her. Watch how crazy looned she got.
Putting you under citizen's arrest.
For what?
Because look how close you parked to me.
I'm gonna move the car.
Yeah, move the car.
No, you're not moving the car till the cops come.
No, we're gonna move the car.
No, you stay here. Stop filming me.
Wow. Wow. Well, this is an interesting story. An object was washed ashore last evening. You got to see this thing. On the Zirichev embankment in Severodvinsk. It turned out to be item 2547, a hydroacoustic counteraction beryllium simulator, an electronic warfare device for underwater work, weighing about 1.5 tons and about 8 meters long, which is about 24 feet. Look at this, washing ashore. Yeah, that's it. It's okay. That's all right. It's just a hydroacoustic counteraction beryllium simulator, an electronic warfare device. That's all. That's all. That is what killed the mermaids. What is this? Wait, what? A person is not necessarily stupid, gullible, or misguided if they are not convinced that every person that reports an anomalous experience really didn't have one. There's a debate to be had, but that doesn't mean there's no sound logic in holding the above position, in my opinion. A person is not necessarily stupid, gullible, or misguided if they're not convinced that every person that reports an anomalous experience really didn't have one. Oh, I see. So UFO Jesus is on his snowflake, and it's melting quickly. He's saying that, and I don't know. See, this is what confuses me. Because people think this is me, this is GoofOn. That's not what we do here. You understand that, right? I don't think I call anybody stupid. Okay? Except for Corbell. He's really stupid. In my opinion. You know what? I'll take it back. He's not as bright as I'd hoped he'd be because of all the mistakes he's made. My opinion. A person is not necessarily stupid, true. Gullible, we'll come back to that. Or misguided. All right, so somebody sees something, they think it's a UFO, and they post it on the internet. Several of us will understand because of the blinking lights and the way it looks, it's an airplane. Green and red and the white light and all that. But they think it's because it's going slow or the way it looks, the angle and all that, they think it's a UFO because they don't look up in the sky all too much. You know, they don't have anything to compare it to. So it may be the first time they've ever seen an airplane at that time of day with those lights on, with that weather. It's true. There's so many different things that change the way an airplane looks. Misguided? If somebody is super gullible, and I'll use Jeff Woolwine as an example. This guy thought the strings that were hanging off of balloons, I've had the conversation with the guy, and I said, Jeff, as I'm watching one of his videos, and I see a string waving underneath this lizard-looking object, which was the letter N, I believe. But there was a string. And I go, Jeff, what's the string? I see a string here. That's not a UFO. Did you see this? And he goes, oh, Richard, oh, man. He goes, you're just like everyone else, man. That's not a string. It's a tail from the lizard people, and it's used to abduct small animals and children for food. For food. Oh, God, that was a fun conversation. I said it's a string. You can't say that. That's a balloon. I think that's the letter. Is that an M or an N? Man, Richard, maybe you should go. You just don't get it. All right. I'll go. Well, I'm sorry we couldn't see eye to eye. No, you're just like everybody else. You think you know everything, and you don't know shit. You don't know shit. All right. I don't know shit. But I tell you what I do know. That's a string. Nah, nah, nah. I laughed all the way out to my car. I got louder with each step as I left the slums of South Phoenix. I've never been in such a cockroach-infested, ant-infested, curdled milk in a bowl on the bed, next to the bed. It was the most grossest place I've ever been in. Bleh. Bleh. And he had a girlfriend. And she didn't clean up after him? Oh my God. Well, I'm saying nobody wants to live in that kind of squalor. I wouldn't touch anything. It was disgusting. And he had wallpaper, right? But it wasn't it wasn't normal wallpaper. It was loose leaf, like, it was this paper that he drew UFO sightings and plastered them all over the walls. And then he had maps of the Phoenix area spread out in strategic parts. Big red arrows, go this way, go that way. I'm like, dude, you are not thinking that that you're acting like Fox Mulder. I'm thinking to myself, this guy's an idiot. He really was. See, that's the type of person that is misguided. That's the misguided teaching somebody new in the field misguided and wrong, bad information. And this is why I do what I do. I try to squash that shit and tell people the truth. Because Jeff Woolwine turned a string into a tail. Now, anybody with regular, just average critical thinking IQ would see that this guy's clearly gullible, clearly out of his mind. But no, people will latch on to that stuff. They'll be like, wow, man, that's cool. I know, I told you, right? Next thing you know, those guys are hanging out. And, hey, Richard, how you doing? See him at the next Phoenix Lights movie. Hey, Richard, guess what, man? What's up, Jeff? I got a book deal coming out in 6 months. Meanwhile, this guy couldn't spell the alphabet. I'm not joking. He only had a 5th grade education. It's not a joke. It's sad. That's the world we live in. I don't like it. It's very, very bad. All right. Hold on. Let me pull this back up. Did we talked about Elizondo's? Oh, yeah. Hold on. Did I already talk about it on Jolly? Yeah, I did. Wow. What a weird day. No, that I can delete. So this guy who remote viewed Skinwalker Ranch did it perfectly. I really think Monday, and I'm going to think about it long and hard this weekend, about doing this on Monday, this remote viewing. I really think I'm going to do it. Try to see if we can visualize where Brian Laundrie is. I actually want to do a test. I really want to test myself right now. I do. I think I'm going to test myself on my own with pure, quiet, no interruptions, no headset on, But anyway, before we go, I want to give you a sneak peek of what's coming up later today from Area 503. Because in about 3 hours, the dance party, the alien dance party, will be live. This is a alien dance party preview and special sneak peek behind the scenes. We'll just look at it for a few seconds.
Hello out there, everybody. Manny here at Area 503. And I hope you all have been well since our last video.
Very well. Very well.
Hello out there, everyone. Today I just want to talk to y'all a little bit about the upcoming alien dance party. Yeah! So some of you guys have asked me why I decided to do this project. Well, I've always wanted to make music, and it was about 4 or 5 months ago that I finally started to put some serious effort into original music creation. And now I just simply love making my tunes. It just makes me happy to make music, so I'm gonna keep on doing it. The track that we're listening to right now is a piece that I've been working on with a less alien and a more traditional feel. What do y'all think?
It's not bad, actually. It's actually good. I like it. You can use this. That could be used in the background of video. You can do what COAG does, co.ag music. Make music. Maybe you can sell it. COAG gives it away for free, but I'm saying you could. It would have to be incredible, though. You know what I mean? And you're on your way. That is really good. I can't believe it. So that's what's going on. 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific today. So that's 1 p.m. UK time. But that's coming up later. Now, I wanted to show you a little bit. I don't know what I did today. I wanted to make sure the drone was working to its full capacity, so I just took it up in the sky today. Yep. And it's not available yet. Damn it! You should have been up here. It should be here. Let me see if I can bring it over. Hold on. I can do this right from my phone. Oh, I can. It's a gigabyte. That's why it'll be up Monday. Damn it. That makes me a little sad. I couldn't show you that because I did some good things today. You would have liked it. You would have liked it. Anyway, today was a weird show. I promise you one thing. Next week's shows are going to be a lot better. They will be. I promise you. So I want to thank everybody for hanging out. This whole week, a lot of talking, a lot of looking in deep to what ufology may be about. So I want to thank everybody for that. For hanging out and just giving me your POV on everything too. I didn't go much in the chat room today. Sorry about that. But thank you, moderators and super chatters, for your time and your support. Because without you guys, this doesn't run at all, to be honest. So thank you. And I want to thank the newcomers and the veterans as well for giving the show a chance. And we just ask you to give the show maybe 10-15 minutes to listen. If you like what you hear, you come back, subscribe, thumbs up it, share it, leave a comment in the comment section. Any type of activity helps create the algorithm so we could be seen, and in turn we get seen by more people. But I'm Rich Giordano. We'll be back Monday live. Later on tonight, there'll be a third phase UFO report. Tonight also, or tomorrow, there will be a patron video. And we're up to 34 patrons, and I didn't shout them out. So I want to do that real quick. Hey, I hit the stop button. So let me get that out there real quick. I hate that I forgot. Where are you? Here we go. I think there's a couple. Damn! Oh, it won't let me log. I gotta log in. I'll do it Monday. I think I got it on the phone. I have to go to the restroom. Thank you, Dorothy and Hungry Dragon for your PayPal support. And I'll see you guys on Monday, 9 p.m. No, the other button. See you later. Gotta go.